Hey guys, welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Jamie. This will be a reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you are a Cancer Sun, happy birthday. If you're new to tarot, just know that not every Cancer reading is going to resonate. So if you feel like I'm wrong or this just isn't your reading, please just disregard it. Never try to make it fit. I'm going to pull cards like King, Queen, Emperor, and Empress. The sex or gender of the card really doesn't matter. If I pull a Queen, I could be talking about a man. If I pull the Emperor, I could be talking about a woman. It's all about a personality. Yeah. If you want to catch more readings, you can subscribe to the channel by clicking subscribe. And if you click the bell, it'll notify you when I post. If you want to check out the membership tab, you can click join. It'll show you everything that I do in members. Let's see what is going on. So we have Thief. This can be physical or emotional. Show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. The overall energy is the Page of Pentacles. Supporting, we have the Five of Cups, the Two of Swords, the Three of Swords. The King of Wands, the Six of Cups, the Hierophant. Some Taurus energy there. And at the bottom of the deck, Temperance, Sagittarius energy. I feel like there's a person specifically who felt like if they said something or did something that you would just fall into a million pieces. Yeah. I don't understand the energy. I feel like somebody felt like they would just take away your joy or do something to cause an obstacle in your life or something. And I feel like, it just... I don't know. It was specific to like making, trying to hit like your self-esteem in some kind of way, and it just, if it did, it damn sure didn't appear to anyone else like it did. Maybe you were more sensitive in the past than you are today. Some of you just really have learned, like, the true, like, peace. Like, peace as a true form is really just kind of deciding kind of like what you're going to take in as truth. Sometimes people do come with truth, you know what I mean? And we can take from, like sometimes if something hurts my feelings, I know somebody just hit me with a truth, right? And so I'm going to look at that objectively. But if somebody hits me with some shit that's like an accusation that doesn't fit me at all, Okay, you know, and I think that's kind of like how you view things. Like some people may actually be giving you solid advice. Some people just are reckless, you know, and I think there's just something here where like you don't take things personally like you used to. I think that you feel like you used to kind of walk around skinless, you know, like just really sensitive to everything that people would say or think. And the largest part of your growth is this freedom of that, not really being that affected by other people's thoughts or opinions. Like I said, taking them in objectively. Is there something that, you know, this person's saying that holds some truth that I need to look at? Or, you know, is it just fucking nonsense? I'm not going to deal with it, you know? Kind of sorting through the nonsense and discerning with like what's being said, who's real, who's fake. The main objective here, though, is never letting somebody stop you. And obviously that also works, you know? And sometimes it does have to be like this. You have to really just kind of like brush some shit off and stay focused. Now, what's interesting about like what's going on here is that I kind of see like a mirrored effect. Like, you know, this is like if someone had tried to come for you, or they just would say stupid shit, or they just told you you couldn't do something, you know, or tried to take something from you. They're sensitive like that, you know, like something that didn't bother you would have broken them into a million pieces, you know, and I don't know, I think like someone expected you to be as sensitive as them or something like that, and it just kind of like didn't work out that way. It doesn't work like that. The Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, the Knight of Swords, the Emperor, Aries energy. For a lot of you, this is actually just from a place of understanding. You know, it could be, I don't know, like, what's a good example here? Like, I work at a call center, and when I first start, I'm actually sensitive to what these people say to me over the phone. Like, I have done absolutely nothing to them. Why are they talking to me like this? And it's because they're frustrated and angry. You know, have you ever been there? You know? And then probably over time, you're almost like sociopathic with this shit. Like, people could be just like saying the most reckless shit, and you don't care because it's just a paycheck, and you're like, okay, so you're saying you'd like me to, you know, send you to this department? Like, that's the response to it, you know? You really grow and change over time. You get much better at dealing with the shit. You're not so sensitive, you know? And you see, you can understand other people's sensitivity, especially with some topics or some things that, like, are going on. I don't know, I just I feel like you have the ability to, like, see where other people are coming from and, like, what their objective or agenda is. And it kind of keeps you, like, in the more powerful position in those situations. You know, it's like you actually pay attention, or you're, like, really kind of mindful of what you're about to react to. Like I said, it's some type of, like, I don't know if this is at work where it's like you're going to deal with aggression a lot, like a lot of frustration and impulsiveness. That's why I use like a call center as like an example, you know what I mean? Um, Somebody's used to that shit. They don't, they are unaffected by like other people's like harsh opinions or like just pure reckless. They don't care anymore. They've like really grown accustomed to it. funny though, probably if you deal with that all day, then when you like walk outside of the building, you probably handle situations the same fucking way. And it is a really powerful position being like, oh, okay. You know, just go to the grocery store and there's just some lady melting the fuck down and you just very friendly, like, ask her how to help. Like, and everyone's like, what the fuck? The Three of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles at the bottom. Well, whatever this is, it keeps working out for you because it's almost like somebody, one, is showing up like this, but they kind of also tell other people to show up like this, but they're like an actual example of what happens when you show up like this, you know? Or it's just like really seen by others that this person is like really in control of themselves and their feelings. Like they're not so ready to just be like offended and react. I mean, when you have the Three of Cups here, it's kind of like, you know, there's something bigger happening, like something to celebrate here, or it's just, you know, people really kind of admiring, you know, some role that you have. You know, the Emperor, of course, is always like some kind of supportive role somewhere. And I feel like it took a long time, and you've already been set back before. Like, I think, you know, some nonsense that someone thought that they would be able to pull with you, like someone else has done before, or, you know, you've already dealt with like the critics and the harshness to something. You're like used to it now. It's just, but it's taken a lot of like time and effort and energy, and I just feel like, you know, you can't be bothered anymore. That's. It's almost like, you know, learning that, like, if you react to something, it just makes everything 10 times worse than if you just ignore shit, you know? And people can only take from you what you'll let them. You can only take your peace if you allow it. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow.